Oh, and we are live. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we are back. Damn, we got a wonderful panel for y'all tonight. We got a full house. It is best of the best. We got some real cool stuff, some great announcements, some new faces, and some new faces to the panel, and some old favorites.
Space.
Oh yeah.
Womp womp.
With all that being said, we might as well just run the opening, man. Let's roll the thing. Let's do
Roll
it.
it.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? We are so glad to have everybody here tonight. It is best of the best with the best panel ever right here. Yeah, we're just gonna go through it real quick and go around the table and have everybody introduce yourself. I think everybody knows most of you guys here already. First out, let's start out with my guy, Local Lou. What's up with you, partner? How you doing?
What's poppin', people? You already know. As soon as you come through the door, you hit that like button, you hit the subscribe, you do your due diligence, and say what's up to the chat.
That's right. That's right. Appreciate that. Hit that like button. We need it. It helps out. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, we got DM, a local DMV guy, my guy, Killer Cam. How you doing, partner?
What's good, bro? Appreciate you having me here, man. Another day, another day.
Absolutely, absolutely. Glad to have you here. And
Appreciate
new to the panel, but not new to y'all. This guy is coming with some fire content. He is a celebrity. I was so happy to have him on the panel. I've been trying to make it work for the last couple of months. We finally got him. Kiko from Kiko Collects. How are you doing, brother?
What's up, man? I was so happy when you said, hey, late notice, but can you make it onto the panel? And I said, well, let me check with the boss, obviously, that being the wife. And she said,
Right.
why the hell not? So here we are. What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
Awesome. Awesome. Man, glad to have you here. Definitely, definitely. Man, also new face, everybody, new to the community. I know he's been putting out content every so often. My guy, another local guy from the DMV. I had the pleasure of meeting this guy and being in his house and just I went to pick up some detox from him and I just wouldn't leave. And his brother had to drag me out because I was like, damn,
He
you
stole
got
the detox.
So don't invite Jay to your house, guys.
Don't invite me.
There you go.
That's the-
He'll come and take your detox. We had to replace him with these cases.
Exactly. My guy, Connor, Chris, how you doing, brother? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here. And I watch all of you guys, so you guys don't know me, but I feel like I know all of y'all. So I made it.
How you doing,
I made
brother?
it from the chat to the stream.
How you doing, brother?
Hell yeah, man.
And you took the middle spot. That's what's up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
The coveted.
I was
middle
on the
spot.
corner last night, so that's a good spot, bro. I'm still
Prime real estate
It's all good.
You on the corner now.
Yeah, I like it. I actually like the corner. This is my location.
Absolutely, absolutely. My guy right there, this guy coming up next. Y'all all know him. I mean, this guy's just taking over, straight up. He's the X06 player Pimp. If you want to hook up on some X06 or some Star Trek, this is the guy to go to. This is the guy. If you need some good openings for your videos, this is also the guy to go to. Anthony, Six Scale
What's up,
Mafia.
man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me. Nice big all-star panel. A lot of weird stuff to talk about, though, man. But it's cool, man. Good shit.
Exactly. A lot of weird stuff to talk about. And last but not least, this guy does not, I mean, he doesn't even need an introduction. This guy is just taking over the whole web. Man, my brother, my other brother from another mother right here. My guy, my melanin boy, my melanoid brother, my other melanoid brother. Right here. Dude.
What's up?
Lael, how you
What's
doing,
up?
brother?
I'm good, man. I'm doing quite well. I'm here to basically represent. I am Kiko's accountant, and I'm also Cam's agent. So I have to be here. It's only fitting that I'm here because I am his you know,
contractually obligated.
I am
Yeah, there you
contractually
go.
obligated, and because I am Kiko's accountant, I happen to open up that space. So the contributing amount of money that you are offering to have him here, I am handling that. So thank you.
Very good.
I appreciate the work that you do for me, my friend. Thank you so much.
appreciate-
It does
thank you,
not
thank
go
you.
unnoticed.
Oh, yeah.
Does not go unnoticed.
And it costs some money, y'all.
Yes, it does.
Y'all think this is all favors? Nah, we have to pay.
Nah,
You got to pay to
nah.
play. That's how. That's how it
Mm-mm.
goes.
You got to contact his people. His people
Mm.
has to contact his other people's, and then it comes to me.
Exactly. I had to get. I had to get a loan from the space pimp just to
Exactly. Straight up.
to make it work. To make
See,
it work.
and then you get the Kiko with the immaculate camera and fuzzed out background. If you didn't have the budget, then you see the whole background. Yeah,
Exactly. All right, guys. Want to go through the chat real quick? Oh my God, we got 50, just about 50 people in here already. Love it, love it, love it. First up, we got Blackbird Tech, Leo Power Broker.
exactly, the power broker. I'll take that all day. That's who I am.
We got Brandon. He said Lavender Lael.
Lavender Leo.
Exactly.
That
Yes.
one's good.
That's the new. You know what? I'm gonna put that up every stream now. Lavender Layout. Thank you very much for that, brother. That's my new name. I love that.
Ladies love
That's clean.
Lavender
That's clean.
Lael.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lavender Layout. Straight up.
That was we got Collector Zone in the house. Yes, Carlos. Awesome. We got Mr. McPickle said, "Yo, this is a stacked panel." It is. That's how
Yes,
we
it
go.
is.
That's how we go. All right, we got Carlos Burgos. He's here in the house. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Cam's collection, of course. Yeah,
Cam.
what's up, everyone? Killer Cam. We got Collector Zone.
Collector Zone.
Yep.
Marcos, aka Mr. Pow Pow.
That's Mr. Pow. Yes. We got Jazzy right here. Absolutely. We got Ashley Chase. Awesome.
Yes.
Ashley Chase, good to see you in the house.
What's up, man?
We got our guy Rally Reviews. Awesome Rally. We're trying to have you on the panel next week. Rally. Definitely got to get you and the other one, the twin, KG Charlemagne up on this joint as well. Awesome. We got Orlando Reyes. Yes. So repping the DMV fellas. Yes. DMV in the house. Absolutely. Right. We got First Lokage 92. So what's up to everybody? What's up?
What's
Like
up,
that.
brother?
Like that icon right there. That's dope. 6 Scale Mafia, of course, is in the house. Guy KJ Smith says, "Sup, peeps? What's up with you?
What's going on with you?
What up?
Got Wayman 42 said the power panel. That's right. That's how we go. My guy Universal Key is in the house. Absolutely. Good to have you here. Got the Dockinator. Absolutely. How are you today? Community Arcade says hello, friends. Valiant Archer. He said good evening, folks. Got Xander. Absolutely good to have you here. Got the Thor 2941. How you doing?
My man,
It's
the
been a while
Thor.
since I've
Oye, mi
seen you.
gente. Awesome.
My man.
Got Sean Rodriguez. What's up? He said, "So what's up, y'all been up to? What's popping? My Mark 85 today. Good. I'm glad you got that. I know a lot of people are still waiting on that, so that's what's up. That is what's up. Maniac UK, always good to have you in here. Always holding me down on the Good Morning Grails too. Glad you're here on this show as well. Got the Collector, always good. He got his popcorn and he is ready. Definitely ready tonight. Awesome. Got El Professor-O. What's up? What's
Mario.
Gotta have Mario, the beard god himself. I can't wait for him to open that Godfather. That's gonna be awesome.
Godfather. Oh my God, bro. I'm
I
anxious for that too.
I can't wait for that. That is gonna be awesome. We got Carlos. We got my guy, and he's a panel regular. Mars Toy Box. What's up with you, bro?
My man, Mars.
I think you finally back from vacation, so we'll definitely get you on next week. Got to get you back into the fold. Absolutely. Glad to have you here, brother. Awesome. Blackbird Tag. We got Jerry. See his house, everyone. How you doing? Got CT603. Said long day, nice to just chill. Ain't that the truth? Definitely. We got Dynamo Slacker 72 said bittersweet day. Got notified Snow Speeder Luke has been to. Oh damn!
Yeah.
Really?
Sure has. So has also
Cable.
Anakin has been delayed as well.
Oh man,
Snap too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then what the hell is coming out?
Did you see my
Not-
post yesterday where I was like, all right, I got a feeling, it's gonna come out. And obviously I look like a fool now. So that's great.
Yeah.
Because I saw that they posted a picture of Hayden and I was like, oh, okay. And maybe they're like, this is birthday, but they're
delayed.
they just playing with my life. That's okay. That's all right.
Delayed. And then they give us, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, okay.
We definitely gonna talk about that. Oh, Maniac. Yep, Maniac UK. We got you. Thank you for that. And we got Leo. Please do the honors with her name. There we go. Thank you so much, beautiful lady. Thank you.
Also,
so
we have Mandalorian Huntress in the building.
Oh yes, I see her. I see in the chat.
Yeah. Wonder why. Wonder
I
why.
wonder.
Because Brother Cousins is
Interesting.
a great content creator.
Yeah, I wonder why. Very interesting.
Okay.
At Mandalorian Huntress, I do want to let you know that you play a very intricate part in whether or not I get my figures or not. So Anthony better be nice. Straight up.
That's
You better
thing,
be
yeah.
nice.
That is very
It's
true.
hilarious.
Okay, so so we got some stuff. I didn't even know. We can talk about this first up. I don't have anything queued up, but I can queue it up. The Tumbler apparently released today. I didn't see any official pictures or anything, but
Yeah. It's crazy because it's up on Toys Wonderland.
Wow,
Some really
it was
nice
one of
pictures of
those.
some warehouse boxes for those.
Yeah, like this, it's up. Like, yeah, I guess it's for some reason, like so I guess it got leaked. There were some people who knew, and then all of a sudden, it's dropping.
it's also, what time is it? So at 5 a.m, it was hold on, man.
It's 8 o'clock in Hong Kong currently. 8 a.m.
I'll just
8 a.m.,
I'll just link this to you right now, man.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the private chat because this was 12 hours ago so 5 a.m. for me, 8 a.m. for you guys. I'll put it in the private chat. You can share that if you want.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, my question is, who's getting this? Starting with you, Leia. Is this something? I think you said that you were going to get this, and you
I am. I'm getting it actually through Underground though. Like I said, so it's going to be ways out. You know, what I mean, and once it hits the mainland, then of course, Sideshow has to distribute the prize itself. So yeah, that's just where it is right now. So I'm going to get it. I'm definitely going to get it, but it's just weird. And the reason why I say it's weird is because they released that. Okay, yes, we got we got the DX. We just got the DX released, but then the Batman Begins. We didn't get that yet at all. Like what I mean. That's the weird part. So I don't know. I mean, I guess they really don't care about continuity issues, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They're just going to release them randomly when they release it, and I guess basically because they already had the mock-up and the framework for this, it made sense for them to release it. But I'm scared, and the reason why I say that is because does that mean that there was no rework, and it's the same piece? This a reissue? Because from what I've heard about the original, there were some issues with it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of afraid of. It looks good aesthetically, but once you get it in hand, that can change everything.
I think it's a rework. I mean, not a rework, but I think it's just they just
I think they reissued
put it out.
I mean,
I think it's just mainly a reissue. So I'm not really sure if that's what I'm kind of afraid of. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna get it. I mean, because I've always wanted it. And I want it even more now because, I don't know if this is something that Kiko is gonna get, but I might give him mine so he can just take photos of it and then give it back.
With that being said, Kiko, I mean, you adding this to your collection? I'm sure you're adding this to your collection, right?
Whoa!
Oh, he just left.
Kiko got cut out.
He may have had
he said, "Hell no!" and said, "Click."
So, Chris, we're going to go to you. We'll wait for him. Chris, we're going to go to you. Your thoughts on the release of this, and is this something that you're going to be adding to your collection, or do you have that many? Do you have any DC figures to go with this?
The only DC figure that we have at the moment is Superman.
Damn,
We had the Joker. We had Batman. We're mostly fans of like the Christian Bale and that stuff. The Dark Knight Rises. No, I don't see this coming in. My brother regrets selling the Batman though. And he's thinking about picking up the DX19, I think it is.
Yeah.
And based on what the reviews we've seen, it looks phenomenal. But I think we would go more towards the Batpod if we were going to do anything. We saw it in our local comic shop the other day. It's happening for sure. And I would love to have something that big, but now as far as Batman goes, I'm not. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a huge Batman guy.
Oh man, I mean, hey, because I know you collect mostly like Star Wars and stuff like that, right? Like Star Wars. Yeah.
My guy.
Well, yeah.
Love him even more now.
Exactly. So we're gonna go back to you, Kiko. What did you what do you think about? Oh, that's all good. What do you think about this whole thing being released, and also is this something that you're gonna add to your collection?
Well, I have many thoughts, obviously, because I have many thoughts about anything, because I just love to run my mouth. But as Lael said, is if he wants to send it my way to let me do a couple photographs, sure. Yeah. But I am a little bit hesitant on when this will be here for those that are getting this release, mainly because I think someone put in the chat that you're looking at $800 to get this shipped from Hong Kong with Toys Wonderland. This is going to be normal freight. This is not. I mean, even if you air freight this thing, I mean, it's going to be a shit ton of money. Not for sure what this stream is rated, by the way. Sorry, I just cursed. Oops. With that being said, I'm a huge Dark Knight person. All the DX19, all those things. I love the Dark Knight. That's my Batman. For all the people that were hyping, Pattinson. I wasn't a big fan of that movie. I think I've been on the record for saying that. But the Dark Knight trilogy and saga are the ones that I go to. But because of limited space, and as you know, you can see behind me, I've gotten this mainly for the Ecto-1 and the DeLorean to put this up behind here. I don't have room for the Tumbler. But if it shows up here in the States and I see it at my local Replay Toys or something along that, and it just calls out to me, we might be able to make some changes and see if there's some things that we can't do, because anything in hand always is a lot more palatable than looking at something on a screen. So we'll see. But as of right now, no, I don't have the space for this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm in the same boat with that. Like if I see it in a store, that may change my mind on it. But I think I'm good right now with DX19 and the Batpod. Yeah, so I don't.
By the way, that display you got going with that one is tremendous. By the way, fantastic job.
So much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the plan, and I think it looks phenomenal. Anthony, your thoughts on the Tumbler, man. Is this something? I shouldn't even ask you this.
You should still ask me,
because I know you don't. I know the whole bail is not your thing, but what do you? I mean, your thoughts, especially on this being released.
Well, yeah, let's chime in on that one. Okay, one, you don't need to be buying this shit overseas. That's ridiculous.
Definitely not. No,
totally
don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do
right. I don't even think you need to get figures overseas, though sometimes we do it from time to time.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like there's no point in rushing anything anymore these days, guys. You know what I mean? Save some money, get them when they're local, and then you have more money for more toys. But with that said, I think it's pretty awesome, dude. I think it's pretty awesome that you get the DX19 last week. Like shortly beforehand was the Batpod, and now within like a week apart, you guys get the Tumbler. So for people who are fans of this, that's pretty damn cool, right? Because like imagine if it was like Star Wars or something, and we got like, I don't know, that Anakin Starfighter, and then a week later we got Anakin, and then you know that's cool. Right. That's cool that as a fan you're able to do that instead of like I got Doc and I got to wait 2 years for Marty. Or backwards. I got Marty, I got to wait 2 years for Doc, and now I got to wait another year and a half for the DeLorean. It's like, so I think it's really cool how they are, they're doing it, and it's interesting. I don't know if it's quite. Has Hot Toys ever really done a second version of a vehicle? And if so, did they improve upon it? So I think this is just a reissue.
I don't think that.
No, because the DeLorean is part 2. It's you know what I'm saying?
It's a different, yeah. So
yeah. Whereas this was like the
2.0
Tumbler
of the
already came
original.
out before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're improving upon it or not, but it's still really
They
cool
did
that
improve
everybody
on the
can
map
get
mod
this.
a little bit though.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know.
Was the bat pod, was that an upgrade? Because I didn't have the original. Was it an upgrade from the
There were
from
a
the
few
original?
things. I don't have it in hand by any means, but I just saw a few things from a quality perspective of tighter joints, better pivots, things like that. A little bit better paint apps, but a standard upgrade for a re-release, if you want to call it that. But
yeah, I mean, it's hard to look. Here's the other interesting thing about it, though, is that these are all branded Dark Knight Trilogy, box included here for the Tumbler. So that's why we were saying earlier with Lael, it's like how maybe the timing's all funky or a little bit, but I think it's just because they've just rebranded everything as a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something will come from Batman Begins, something will come from Dark Knight Rises, at weird intervals, because they're just like, hey, this is the brand, it's the trilogy, so anything under these 3 encompassed will come out in random orders. But I think it's cool. I am not, as you know, a fan of the trilogy. I just like Heath Ledger as the Joker, and so I'm not really, which is a shame, because if this was other Batman stuff, like reissued or something, they gave me an 89, and then a week later they gave me the Batmobile, I'd be like all over this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's cool for everybody who loves it, so I'm stoked for them.
Definitely. Joel, Big Brother, he said this, and I think he was saying this earlier this week on our good friend Man of High Collectibles Dante stream. A couple of days back, said they had to take this out. Same with the Batpod, wasn't selling, and they pushed the DX19. Expect Batman Begins to come very soon. Yeah, I hope so. And
That's
I mean,
the one I'm
that's
looking
what it
for.
is.
Unfortunately, I mean, weirdly, oddly enough, that's my favorite suit.
It's a dope suit. It is a good suit.
So, yeah.
It's definitely a good suit. But yeah, I think they had vehicles and stuff coming out, so that's why they rushed the DX19 to get the vehicles. Because I got the Batpod just because I had points with Sideshow, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get the Batpod, and then I just was going to keep it in a box. Then DX19 came out a couple weeks later, so I'm like, oh wow, so there you go. So it makes sense that they did that. Cam, I know you're a big Marvel guy. What is your thoughts on the Tumbler and the Tumbler being released?
I think it's great. It gives everybody an opportunity to get it. Honestly, I mean, if that's something you're looking for in your collection, I think it's gigantic. So even if I did collect DC, I'm not sure if I would get it, because I don't know where the hell I would put it at, to be honest with you. But I think honestly, it's awesome for anybody that was looking to get this the first go around and didn't get a chance to. So it's exciting. Just hopefully there'll be a lot more new releases and stuff, and we'll get to see the Batman Begins 6-scale figure coming out soon, though, for all those people that are fans of it, for sure.
That's awesome.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure. Let me just give a shout out to Ant-Man. Ant-Man, thank you so much for the $5 bomb. It says, "What's up, guys? Got off work 2 hours early. Now I get to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that." Yes, Leo.
Hot Toys. If you're looking for some really good quality photos, if you really want to sell your product, please hire my guy. Honestly, that's all I'm going to say. Hire my guy, and I'm telling you, you'll get great quality. You'll be able to sell that product the way you need to. Hire my guy. If you are watching this, Howard Chan, JC Hong, whoever else, if you are watching this, your marketing team, whatever, hire my guy, because you will definitely sell things a lot quicker, faster, and I'm pretty sure he'll pay a lot more attention to detail, and you'll get your money's worth. Hire my guy. If you want to contact me,
another commercial from Leo.
Hire my guy.
I appreciate
Please do.
This guy is incredible.
He's trying to earn that money.
Yeah, hire my guy. Please do that. Do so.
You don't even have to hire me. I'll do it for free for the publicity. That's all I want.
At least do it for Hot Toys.
I just want the platform to.
The hashtag has begun.
You know?
You see the hashtag has begun. My man Ant-Man, hire Kiko.
Absolutely.
Hashtag
Hire
hire
Kiko.
Kiko.
Let's roll, baby.
Let's go.
Awesome. Oh, we got another. I didn't even realize I had super stickers. S-Beam, thank you for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate that.
S-Beam.
Loco Lou, last but not least, your thoughts on the Tumbler being released. And are you going to be adding this to your collection?
That's a hard no. Not gonna be able to fit it in my collection, unfortunately. If I could get rid of some of my wife's stuff, of course I could fit it in. But I can't get rid of my stuff. That's sacrilege when you got to get rid of your own stuff. But this is nice. It's a very pushed release because of the DX19 coming out. Plus, the Bat Pod dropped not too long ago as well. So, they're trying to have you fetch this while it's hot. Because I don't know, man. It's mixed bag for me, man. Because I'm leaning more towards the newer Batman. I'm liking the way the aesthetics looks on that, but this Batmobile, there's history with this Batmobile. That's the problem.
Yeah,
there's history with this Batmobile. Like the first time you see this Batmobile, it blows your mind out the water when you see it on top of rooftops. We've never seen a Batmobile on top of rooftops before. We've seen Batmobile climb up a wall of a building, but we never seen it on top of rooftops, tearing rooftops up. And that's what this one does. So, I don't want to get FOMO'd into it. I'm kind of like, I'm staying reserved. I'm like, staying reserved.
Good thing that you have time.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of time for that.
Yeah, plenty of time before this is ever, stateside or whatever.
Exactly,
and it's going to sit.
Plenty of time. It's going to sit for a while. Yeah,
it's going to sit. That's the thing, because the last one sat. It sat for a while.
I would be more worried about the Bat Pod than anything else.
Yeah,
because that's more. How can I say? It's more affordable and it's accessible as far as space is concerned.
Exactly.
Because you can literally fudge it in there and just have Batman standing right next to it or on top of it, or even riding it like a surfboard, depending on how you like to display your stuff. You can really, 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 enjoy that. Oh, give me one moment. Yes, baby. My daughter came to say hi. You have to go to the bathroom. You need daddy's help? Okay. Here, say hi. Say hi. Say like.
Hello there.
Share. Comment. Subscribe. Okay, go, babe. I'll help you right now. Oh.
No, that's some damn good promo right there. Thank you.
I'll be back.
That's what's up. We got 90 people in the chat right now. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for being so kind. Hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay. So we talked about the Batmobile. Let's talk about this. And we kind of did a stream last night on Anthony's channel last night, kind of talking about this next one. Yes, last night.
Was I there?
We kind of were. It was so late.
Yeah, I know.
Some late. Joker had a burping cloth.
You forget?
Tripped around.
I don't know how all you old people stay up that late.
You forgot, Anthony? You forgot?
Yeah, I'm getting old. Did it? I'm getting old. Yeah.
I wonder why you're getting so old.
Time, man, catches up to us all.
Maybe you're spreading yourself around it too much.
Oh God.
Maybe. You think?
Interesting.
The stream just got real deep real quick.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening here? What's happening?
Not enough, actually.
So anyway, Kate Bishop, everybody.
Yeah. No, look, you know what? No, I'll let somebody else go first. I'm sorry. Because I was going to say something. I literally, when I saw this thing, the first thing I looked at, and I'm like, yo, I was happy, number one, that we're getting Kate Bishop. I mean, it's number one, we're getting her. It is comic accurate. Anthony's going to get it. But what I'm saying is, I was so happy to see the piece, but then I had to look at the chin, and I was like, wait a minute. I was taken back a little bit because I thought, is this a defective piece that they're putting out? But then I had to go back and think about the simple fact that it is accurate to the show. I mean, because she did, and I did go back and watch, and I was like, but it was just really, really, I don't know, it was crazy. It was, but again, we got it, and it's here.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Continue.
Okay. K Bishop.
It's
Yeah,
not
K
real.
Bishop is.
yeah. I'm just screenshotting everything, so it's cool. I'll get it.
Like
Everything's screenshot, so I got proof. Anyway, so but anyway, back to Kate Bishop. Like literally, it is a piece that I'll get, but again, it's not something that I have to necessarily have to pre-order. Again, I'm not pre-ordering this piece. I'm just waiting. Once it's released, I'll pick it up because it'll be plenty. There'll be plenty of them around, and you'll be able to get it. You know, it's nothing that I have to. I don't do reviews on my channel. I do posing, videos. So it's not something I have to get off the bat. Can you go back real quick? I do like the simple fact that they are expanding and they are utilizing the stands a bit better. This is what we always talk about. Innovation. Even if you give us these stands, show the figures in a different way. If you just play around with it. So they are taking notes. I'm happy that they're doing that. But I like it. And I will have her. There's no question I'll have this. And we did get that, sneak peek at Hawkeye, or was it Hawkeye, or was it someone else, brother cousins? You know what I mean? But definitely I am going to get this piece. I can't wait till it drops. I can't wait to see what Kiko does with it. Hot Toys, you know what it is. But yeah, I definitely, I can't wait to get this piece in hand, man. I mean, it's the only thing is, like I said again, I mean, we've all talked about this. We talked about it yesterday. The problem, not a major problem, but the head sculpt is a bit off. It's not accurate. Yeah. In some photos you can see, or some of them you can't. But at the same time, I'm happy that they released it this way, because we always talk about how immaculate certain, head sculpts are. And then once we get the actual production photos, we're like, oh, it looks different. Seeing this, then there's time for improvement. And what I like about this time period right now is, and people can disagree if they want, that's fine, that innovation pushes creativity, bro. And what I mean by that is, we're not going to really go dive in too much in the Queen Studio and what they're doing, but they did shake things up a bit.
Yes.
And we see that. So now it is going to kind of force other companies to say, okay, now we got to step our game up as well. We have to try to. So at least I can hope to see that there is innovation in this particular figure, along with other ones, will evolve. And by the time we actually get it in hand, 2026. So, I mean, definitely, I'm cool with it. I'll have it. I got to crunch those numbers to make sure. I got to see, first of all, I'll have it, but I got to make sure Kiko gets it first. I am the accountant, so I got to kind of fall back. I can't be stingy. So I got to make sure Kiko gets it first. And then I got to also make sure that, Cam gets it, because Cam's the visual, you know what I mean? So I had to make sure he gets it. So yeah, but once, yeah, I can't wait till it's released, man. I mean, we were talking about, damn, like we didn't know whether or not it was going to happen. And it was like, literally, like they teased it the day before and then released it the day after, which is a surprise. But I mean, it's a pleasant surprise. I just hope that they continue on with it. I mean, as we move on in the show, we know that there's other things that could be coming. So, but yeah, I'm happy about it, man. I'm definitely happy about it. And who knows? I might even get this for free, Mafia.
Not for me.
Ooh, I'm so glad I got this screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, but I like it, man. I definitely like it. I'm happy about it. And also to get Hawkeye in hand, I can't wait till we get him.
Absolutely, that's
Clint,
right.
Once we get Clint, that's right around the corner. That's just going to complete the set, and going forward, we know that she's going to be the new Hawkeye in the MCU. So yeah, I'm definitely happy about it, man.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to Luminar. How y'all doing?
Luminar
will be with you guys, Leo, tomorrow.
Figure Flex Friday. I cannot wait. Yes.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
The return of the matriarch.
Awesome. Want to jump around a little bit. Chris, what is your thoughts on Kate Bishop Hawkeye? Is this something you're going to add to your collection? What do you think about that likeness?
I definitely plan on adding her to the collection. I'm a Haley Steinfeld fan in general. So like I liked her in Bumblebee, I liked her in Pitch
Mm.
Perfect, I like her music. I don't know if other people listen to that, but
I do. I listen to her stuff.
So
She has a great
and
voice,
watching
man.
her in the show, this is probably unpopular too. The show that came out, Hawkeye, that was actually my favorite out of the lineup that they did. So I like that over Loki and everything.
I'm
It's a
so
good
glad to hear
show.
you say that. I'm right there with you on that.
I really like that show. I think they need to put some respect on that show's name because it really was a good show. We got
It was.
Kingpin
It
and
was
everything.
relatable.
Yeah.
It was just relatable.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I was hyped for this figure. I was hoping it would come out, and then they teased it, and then now with the whole announcement about her, I like it, but I feel like there's just something missing, and I don't know. I feel like because she's so always smiley and laughing and being goofy and stuff that this year. So I don't know. I think it's more like in the mouth. She looks older. Is pretty much the gist of it.
There you go.
I am glad they went with sculpted hair instead of rooted hair.
Mhm.
But yeah, and if they were gonna do the whole mark on her face, like with the Band-Aid thing, it looks like she just did a bad shave job on a figure.
Yeah.
But in the show, you can tell like she got cut. I
Yeah.
wish they
It
did like a
looks like she
second
got
sculpt
pimple
or
cream
something, or
on.
gave. Yeah, I wish they just gave, if they were gonna do something like that, an alternate kind of head sculpt to where you could see more of a.
Yeah. And if they or if they would have did a picture like this, just turn the angle so we can see it more visibly and know that that's what it is. You know what I mean? So
And it's crazy. Hot Toys keeps doing this, like where sometimes it doesn't look like her, but then other angles, it's like you can see her. So she's there. There's just something about it, different angles.
Absolutely. Loco, we were kind of talking about this earlier today, man. You had some real good insight on it and why that sculpt is a little off, man. Share that with us, please.
All right. There's a couple of things that Chris had touched on. One of them is that she's aged up. She should be aged down. Part of it is in the mouth region where we usually see her smiling, opening her mouth because she's always talkative. She never shuts up. So, and which is good because that's good storytelling. You know what I mean? You get to experience the character because this is just as much as her show as it is Clint Barton's show. So, you see her in it. She's a little clean because usually we get cleaner head sculpts, and when we get a battle damage, it's usually like an extra head sculpt, and this is what this specific figure is missing. It's a clean version and a battle damage version, because when you see her like this with the bandage underneath her chin, she has more scratches across her face. You can see that from the chase scene in the car, and you can see it in the final battle. Also, if you look at her nose, it's like very subtle. It's a little too wide. It should be a little smaller. And her skin tone complexion, she looks very warm here. In most of the shots with her in the film, she's a little more paler.
Yeah.
She's a little more paler. It's very subtle. These are all subtleties that it's not on the figure itself, specifically the sculpt. But her head shape is on point. Her eyes are on point. Her eyebrows are on point. The cheeks, the chin, it's all on point. Even her ears, the details on her ears are on point. It's just the mouth region, is specifically right here where the wrinkles are. If her wrinkles were more smoothed out, you can get a more youthful look. But she looks so serious. We can't separate her from that seriousness and the happy-go-lucky kid that we see on screen. I think that's another thing that's kind of like off-putting a little bit, but this is still a great figure. I will be getting this figure, and it's going to be a great companion piece with Hawkeye and the Ronin, the Hawkeye Deluxe from Endgame.
Absolutely. I was thinking about that. Absolutely. Totally agree. Want to go to Kinko. What is your thoughts on Kate Bishop?
Can I say one more thing? I don't mean to interrupt. Just
Sure.
My bad. When he was mentioning the wrinkles like on her mouth, somebody compared a photo on Facebook of her, like them side by side. She actually does have those on her mouth, but I think Hot Toys here, like it's a little bit more defined, where instead of it looking like her natural, like I guess smile or what when she does those facial expressions, it looks like wrinkles, like for an older person.
Exactly. That's what I mean by they need to fill that spot in a little bit
so
because
it's there.
it's too
They
defined.
just need to do something, right?
It's too defined. It's too defined.
That's a good point. That's a great point. Kiko, your thoughts?
Yes, I'm so glad to be able to weigh in on this because I'm ready to hurt some feelings. I feel like the people that are the most upset, and then I'll tell you, in my world, how to fix these things. The people that are most upset are the Haley Steinfeld stans out there that were hoping for a carbon copy miniature version of her. And it didn't live up to their expectations or fantasies. Yeah. So that's why a lot of people may be upset about it. But here's how you fix this figure. To my knowledge, I think this is the youngest head sculpt next to Tom Holland that they've done. And I'm not 100% sure on that. They don't do kids or young adults, really. They do men mainly, and they do older characters. They're old sculpts, the Dooku's, the Tarkins, all those are the best sculpts that you'll see because you can put texture and wrinkles into their face. With this, as he was saying, they aged her up a little bit because they're trying to put some content in there, but I think that's where it suffers a little bit because they don't make kid sculpts. Even if you look at Tom Holland, it doesn't look like Tom Holland because it's a young sculpt. But I think if you fix this, here's how you fix it. You know what she's missing? And because my wife's a makeup artist, her eye mascara. It's not thick enough. That's the only difference. If you go,
she looks flat. She looks real. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, whenever girls, if you have a little girl and they start getting into makeup or anything like that, or if you like to wear makeup, if you're a dude as well, the way that you make yourself look older is the eye makeup and the put on more mascara. You put on, things like that, your eyeliner and such. And that figure doesn't have it. It looks like she just woke up in the morning. This is probably what the real Haley Steinfeld looks like in the morning before she puts on her makeup. But I think if they can just add a little bit of, Robert Pattinson eye makeup to the thing right there, I think she's going to be looking just fine. But I'm confident this is going to come out looking okay, though, to be honest.
Agreed.
That's a great point. Y'all killing it. All great points. Cam.
I have no stake in any of that whatsoever.
Cam, I know you're a big Marvel guy. You got Star-Lord right there, man. I know you're adding this to your collection, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm definitely not gonna pre-order it. I'm gonna wait till it drops. Because who knows what year that's gonna be, like Leo said. So I mean, I think honestly it's going to get reworked probably, and a lot of details that we see that are just a little bit off, they're probably going to fix those just like they did with the Wenwu sculpt. If that's the issue, if they hear enough complaints about it, then I'm sure they'll try to rework it best as possible. Other than this one, I'm probably a lot more excited about the Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, only because this is going to be the last one I think we might get of him, for a while, because if you have Kate Bishop taking up the mantle of Hawkeye, I don't see Jeremy Renner, really doing too many more movies. If he decides to, after this, his time and stamp might be kind of up. So a lot of people that didn't get that Ronin deluxe pack, this would be a great opportunity for them to be able to get and add a Hawkeye to their collection, which I think is really cool. So
absolutely. So all great points. Last but not least, I think I had everybody here. Yeah, last but not least, my brother Anthony. What are your thoughts on this figure? I know we kind of hit on this last night, but what are your thoughts on this figure?
Well, let's think about that for a minute, man, because we did talk about it last night, and I thought about it a little. Well, no, I didn't really think about it, but I've had time to soak in a little. Yeah, she looks good. I agree with everybody that maybe the sculpt could be a little more improved, but as Kiko's saying as well, it's like they don't really do a lot of young actors.
No.
Right. So in comparison, I think she does look good, but I guess with what everybody's saying, she does look a little bit older. But the same thing though applies is that like the facial expressions are always kind of a pain in the ass in 6 scale.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we've got, okay, the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn looked great with that expression. Peacemaker is like the bad example, right, of express. So it's hard to
Scott Lang.
Yeah, they need to have like these stoic, kind of, I don't want to say like dead stares, but a little emotionless. Unfortunately, is just kind of the game that we're in. Very rarely do people hit it out of the park with that. So I guess that's probably why she looks a little bit older in that respect. But I think the suit looks really good.
Yes,
the suit looks really good. Everybody keeps saying I'm going to get this figure, but
yes.
I see it all in private chat and from last night. We got a couple years, man, so we'll see. Yes, this is a pretty comic accurate style, and I do like the comic style things, but we'll see, man. We'll see. If you're a fan, great. It's funny because Leo and I talked about that we saw the tease that we were like, we have no idea when is this thing even going to come out, and then like 12 hours later, whatever, they dropped the damn release. So it's
like
funny.
They did it despite you guys.
Did they have? Did we speak it into existence? Don't know.
Where's Electro?
Right.
Exactly.
Well, see, and I think they're just
Window.
behind. I think they're behind is what that, and that's a whole nother, thing. But like, because I was like, this ship has already sailed, yet here it is. So I feel like the only reason that it's so far ahead is because they are so far behind. So I'm pretty sure we are going to see that Electro too.
They were working on this for a while ago. I mean, this is
Yeah.
something that they've been working on for a minute. It's not something that they've just introduced. It's something they've been working on. They know that, the demand was there. They know it was on the verge of becoming a more so lucrative missed opportunity. So it was there. And I think that, like I said, in chronological order right now, based on when we got these IPs, we got this before we actually got Spider-Man No Way Home. Electro, in my opinion, it's not like it was premature, but I think they just put it out there because they just wanted to let people know it's coming, if it will come. But seeing this kind of gives me hopes because there's a couple of figures that they did this to and they actually dropped them. So we'll see. You know what I mean? But again, I think I'm right there with you, bro. Like hashtag where's Electro? I mean, I think Electro is coming. It's just a matter of when at this particular point. And if you're going to get it right, I'd rather you take your time than to give us a Peacemaker. If you give us another Peacemaker, then I'm just going to be like, you know what? Yeah, nah, you should just chill. So yeah, if they take their time and get it right, I'm cool with that. It's all good. This, I think that mainly they're going to have to now. You're giving us this. You cannot stall on Clint. You have to do it immediately, almost soon.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because it's going to make more sense. Because then he's just going to become a forgotten cause at that point. You know what I mean? So absolutely. I think they need to do it sooner.
I totally agree on that. We need to get Clint like right away. They need to announce that. I mean, honestly, that needs to be announced because they already kind of missed the boat on these figures. Like what you were just saying, it's just taking too long and them being so backed up. So yes, Clint has to be out like ASAP, like in the next couple of months.
In addition to all these wonderful Disney Plus shows, we still have not completed the Endgame line, and we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary this week. 3 years. And we don't even have them.
It feels like it's been 10.
Because we still got what? Loki's the last one, right?
Loki is the last one.
Loki is the last one.
Yep. That is great. And that in itself is ridiculous. That is redonkulous. So yeah. So does anybody else want to say anything about Kate? Before we move on?
Just don't pre-order and buy her in 2 years.
Yeah. Maybe 2 years. Maybe 2 years. Maybe longer.
I'm gonna say this because earlier this morning on Geeking Out, we had a discussion on this figure, and we was talking about how many people are going to buy, how many people are going to pass, how many people are going to wait and stuff like that. We took polls. So majority, like 62%, something like that, was on the bandwagon to actually get this figure. A couple of people were like, no, we're not going to get it. This is her first appearance, and this is her first establishment as Hawkeye. You don't want to miss on the first one because the first one may be the one that you really want the most because we don't know what her future costumes may look like, if it's going to be pleather or anything like that. This is going to be the one you'll be able to pose and enjoy in a pose and have fun with. So remember, a lot of the figures that you get are beautiful pieces of art, but if you can have that extra fun factor to pose and play and display, this is the one to get.
That's a great That's a great point, because if you look at look at that pose right there. I mean, I know we talked about a lot of the likeness and the head sculpt, but if you just really look, I mean, that looks cool as shit.
Yeah, they stole all of Leo's pose. They stole all Leo's poses. That's what they did. They stole his poses.
But
they watch him take your position. That's what it was.
I wouldn't put it. Hey, not my poses though. I think it's like so many people out there that are doing certain things. I think that they're just really. Here's the thing, though. Look, she's going to be pivotal in the MCU because, like I said, the MCU just showed their hands literally. Young Avengers is coming. We already know that. So we're going to actually have the Young Avengers. You know, we already know Multiverse of Madness is coming. We're going to get Wiccan and Speed. We already know that. You know what I mean? So they're setting the stage for it. You know what I mean? We already saw a hint of the Patriot and a Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? So we'll, basically see that. So yeah, they're setting the stage now. You know what I mean? And also with Kang the Conqueror in the MCU right now, we're going to probably get a younger version Iron Lad. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot going on, man. And I'm so happy that they're introducing this figure because it makes sense. And like I said last night, Yelena is going to be a popular figure. If people if that hasn't been on people's radar because of the chemistry both of them had, it's just going to make sense. And here's the thing though. Are we going to get a Yelena from this season? I mean, from this show, you know what I mean? Because we did, I mean, it was a dope version, but I don't know. They can play around with it. They might, but I think if we don't get one, then you might want to get that Yelena from, Black Widow. So absolutely.
And my question is, does this make, with these figures coming out, does this make that whole Ronin a Grail or a chase figure possible? Is that still available on like Sideshow? Did that go?
I don't know.
The
deluxe is officially out. I know that that was the first one to go, as most deluxe do. But I do know if you are looking for it, check your Sideshow retailers because they're sitting at a lot of local comic shops and such because not enough people wanted a deluxe Hawkeye. So that's actually where I got mine, was from Replay Toys. 10% off as well. So check your local comic shops, use their Sideshow retail locators. And if you're wanting one, I do agree with you. I think that is one to get.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's such an amazing figure, man. And just in the Ronin, I mean, just swapping out for the Ronin alone is, oh my God, that thing is amazing, man.
Yeah. I got two of them because I just didn't want to do the swap out anymore, and I just have one pose to the Ronin and one is Clint. So great. I always had to throw it in there. I had to throw it in there a little bit.
Live on his show, but let me say that too. I see what you just did there for real. So you got two, so you can afford it. Kiko, we need to talk a little bit more about what you got offered today, because if you got two, let me see. And how much did you offer?
These numbers ain't mathing, man. They're not mathing.
They definitely aren't matching up. And you got Cam on here too? Oh, hold up. Let me see what we dealing with. Yeah, we're going to talk about this after this, bro.
Well, as they say, it's not about what it's all about what you negotiate. Not what you're worth, but what you negotiate.
Know your worth, people. I like that.
Know your worth, people. Know your worth.
Everything's negotiable.
Right. Oh, and okay. So before we move on with the show, this guy, the Space Pimp. So the Space Pimp has a new message. We got another episode of Space Pimpin' Ain't Easy. All right, guys. Let's just sit back and watch it and see what he has to say.
What's up, players and playettes? It's the Space Pimp, aka Knockoff Lando, yet again with another broadcast. Today I have something important to say. Our brother Jay from Brother Cousins Toy Reviews has been a YouTuber since 2019. He is just about to crack the 2,000 subscriber mark. We need your help. We have a contest, and that contest is going to be called Get Jay to 2K. Once our beloved friend hits 2,022 subscribers, that's right, the year, he will be giving away a Hot Toys Ahsoka figure. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to Jay and leave a comment under this video that says, "Get Jay the 2K." That is all for today. We'll see you the next time. And remember, keep it pimping. I'll see you on the next one.
That was dope.
Wow.
That
That
guy.
was
Like
dope.
cosplay.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Keep it pimping.
That
guy.
cape was
I
fire.
was gonna say that's a legit Lando cape with the gold etching behind there. That wasn't just like some Kmart
Wow.
type of
Yeah.
window dressing. That was nice.
I thought
Apparently
Lando
he
came
got
out
an
to
upgrade because
display
he had a bath towel for the last couple of weeks, so
Love it, man.
so he had an upgrade from somewhere. I don't know. I guess he got his clothes back from Han or something.
I was waiting for a box of Coke 45 to pop up somewhere. You know what I mean?
Knowing him, that'll probably be next episode. But anyway, yes, we do have that competition. I mean, competition. No, we have that contest. So definitely get Jay to 2K. We're almost there. We're getting very close. So yeah, once we get that, I'll be giving away Ahsoka to one of you lovely guys out there, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Definitely, it's gonna be huge. Gonna be huge.
I'm all in, dude.
All in.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Definitely. It's open to everybody. So next thing I want to talk about. So we got this trailer this week and it looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for this. Anthony, I'm going to start with you on this, man. What is your thoughts on the trailer and, a possibility of figures that we'll get from this?
Well, they always try to do this to me, man. They pull me back in. It's a sad day. It's a sad day over here, man, in my world, because my Hella she's not mine anymore. She just shipped out, and so did my Gladiator Thor. So,
ooh, ouch.
Oof. But you know what?
Her piece.
I love Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I do. And I think this is for movie wise, this is probably going to be another home run.
Absolutely.
Okay. I like the director, of course. I love the art style, just everything about it, the colors. I like it. It looks really, really, really good. I don't know. And here's an interesting thing, and I know it's a little bit outside our world, but Marvel Legends dropped, which is interesting because it's April 26th, mind you, which is like now, right? Next week. Marvel Legends is doing a new wave of 7 figures that come out April 26th. They don't even have the Moon Knight stuff out yet. So they're all Love and Thunder, all 7 figures. And then the Build-A-Figure is Korg. But when you look at those, all I was thinking was Hot Toys. I was like, oh, okay.
No.
This would be really cool. They got the Ravager Thor that we see, and then a little bit of the tease of his new outfit with the helmet, So, and then let's not forget we have Jane Foster, which is pretty dope as well. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we're gonna have to see. Like, if we got like a Korg like that
would be awesome.
I would buy a Korg. I would just, God damn it, man. So it's hard. It's really hard, man. But for what we got to see, I'm super excited for the movie. There's not a lot of MCU stuff that I dig anymore, movie wise, but I really enjoyed his vision of Thor, through Ragnarok. That really felt very Jack Kirby style with the color palette and the architecture. Like, that turned me on to that, and it made him kind of funny. Because I didn't like Thor and the Dark World. I thought those movies were boring. When they had to find his footing. And Chris Hemsworth's a funny guy. Yeah. So it works. It works really, really well. So I'm stoked. How deep are they going to go in that line? I suppose it matters on how well the movie does. I'm sure it's going to do great. Like, Spider-Man's made so much money, So in that respect, it's like, okay, so is Doctor Strange going to get a shitload of figures too? So I don't know. At the very least, we're gonna get Thor. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 versions of him, because this is like a suit right here, sort of. And you can see, if you later on take a look at the Marvel Legends, you can see kind of a better idea of like what the Hot Toys are basically going to look like if they do them. But I'm stoked, man. I really want to see this movie.
Definitely looks good. I can't wait for it, and just like all the figure possibilities. And yeah, I want a Korg. I wanted a Korg since what was it? Since Ragnarok. Yeah, I thought he was dope. I thought he was a dope. I'm surprised we didn't get that.
We did get like 4 figures though. I think we got Hela.
Yep.
We got Gladiator Thor. We got Gladiator Hulk. We got Road-Worn Thor, and we got Gladiator Hulk.
Yep.
And then a Stanley.
And Loki.
Yeah, so
and
Loki.
so we got six from Ragnarok.
Yeah. So
But I feel like those days are gone.
Of getting a lot of because if you think about, and I think we were talking about this the other day. If you think about No Way Home, they're going deep with that line, but we're still waiting on Toby and Andrew. So it's like, yeah, the days of like the Avenger Endgame line, which was just infant, just kept going. It's still going.
To be fair, that was a huge roster, but even then, if you looked at like Captain America. Like Civil War, you got the Cap, you got the Cap 2-pack, you got Winter Soldier. I think Marina Hill, might have been part of that. I don't remember if she was on that or the Avengers movie line. Age of Ultron. See, but you know what I'm saying? There was a ton of figures back then. Well, I talk like back then, like it was forever ago, but it kind of was. It kind of was in a way.
It kind of was. Yeah.
Well, I want to chime in real quick on that, Mafia. With No Way Home, we got Doctor Strange from No Way Home. We got the promo edition Spider-Man. We have the integrated suit, Doc Ock, Green Goblin. That's 5, and then the tease of Electro. That's 6 right there, bro.
Well, one of those integrated too, or whatever, or promo is the promo the battle damage.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 6.
That's 5. No. That's the promo integrated, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Doctor Strange. And then the tease of Electro. That's 6 right there, bro. They still.
And then if we get the other 2 Spideys,
that's a lot more.
But Spider-Man made $2 billion,
and we should be getting more.
So I think that would reflect upon production, in my opinion,
and demand.
But anyway, that's my thoughts. I can't wait to see the movie.
Absolutely. Chris, what is your thoughts on this? On the trailer and the figure possibilities from this?
The one thing that's etched into my head is how, I guess, buff Natalie Portman is in this.
Hell yeah!
Like when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, yeah." I think she's actually like that too. I saw a paparazzi photo, so she put in some work for the role. But yeah, I'm definitely going to see this. I'm excited for it. I saw a lot of comments saying like people were thinking the trailer was a little bit cheesier, seemed Disney kind of themed or whatever. But Ragnarok, I believe, was the same way, and look at how that turned out. So
yeah,
and Thor's a funny guy. Like I forget who said it. It might have been Mafia that just said it, but yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, so I'm all in. Yeah,
he was the best part of Ghostbusters Afterlife, and he was the constant loop.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand, and Lale, correct me if I'm wrong, dude, but wasn't she just Jane Foster in the comics? Like, oh, you're muted. And what I mean by that is
what do you mean?
Well, when I looked at the Marvel Legends figures, they call her she sold and named as Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I don't remember ever them calling her Thor in the comics.
She was Thor.
They called her the Mighty Thor.
They
basically called her Thor pretty much.
And then Thor was unworthy Thor, right?
Yeah, because at the time, because of what Nick Fury did to Thor at that point, he whispered in his ear, how the gods themselves were pretty much unworthy, which was something that was iterated by Gore the God Butcher. When he whispered those things in his ear, then in a sense it broke Thor's will, which then at that point he was no longer worthy to carry the hammer.
And that's
Eitri was the one who basically put the hammer in the books. Eitri was the one who actually helped to reconstruct the actual hammer, or not even reconstruct, because at that time it wasn't broken. It was recently an iteration that the hammer was completely obliterated, because in the books we found out why the hammer was so powerful. It was because there was an entity that was actually placed in the actual hammer. And that entity revealed itself, in which Thor had to fight the entity and then completely obliterated the hammer, and then Eitri helped to put it back together. So that's why if you see the most recent iteration of Thor, the hammer itself looks the way it does in the films. This iteration, of course, I mean, they're going with the Mighty Thor run of Jane Foster, which again, she developed cancer, we know. And the more she became, she had cancer, she started receiving chemo, but the more she picked up the hammer, became Thor because of the hammer, it completely obliterated the chemo, which then if she reverts back to Jane Foster, it speeds up the process of the cancer. So I don't know if they're going to go with that iteration in the film, but that is something that, we could possibly get, which is going to make for a much sadder story in a sense. Yeah. But we need to basically find out in the film how they're that was played out in the books. How it's going to be played out in film is something totally different, because you got to remember, just kind of follow this road, follow this map here. We currently basically have Moon Knight running right now. Okay. So we have Moon Knight. We have, this story running now. You have to also remember that Moon Knight, in a sense, is one of the only other individuals besides Cap who's ever been able to control Mjolnir.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because the hammer is made out of certain moon particles, which we already know that, the god over the moon particles, can control those hammers, can control the hammer itself. So would it be possible that they're using Moon Knight as a vehicle to put, Mjolnir back together to help do it? They could. We know it could be possible. Not saying that will happen, but it's possible. But I don't think they're going to go with that run. They might use Eitri because he is still alive and let him do it. But it's just going to be. But yeah, she was. Long story short, she was basically Thor in the book. She was called Thor. But
yes, I guess I didn't read that.
But at the same
part.
time, you got to also keep in mind that Odin, he didn't agree with it. He definitely didn't agree with the simple fact that she picked up the hammer and became Thor. So he was
because it's not a title. It's like that's his name. So I was always confused. It was like we had Beta Ray Bill was dope, but he was Beta Ray Bill. I need to see him.
But now we know that Jane Foster.
History lesson, by the way. Well, thank you for sharing that. I do enjoy.
Oh,
that.
sorry, I didn't mean to go into all that, bro.
No, this is what makes all of our collecting worthwhile, because it gives us a basis as to why we collect these things. It's more than just movies; they have a deeper meaning to it. I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, bro. Definitely, man.
Comic book talk with friends on Mondays.
That's right. That's right. Because I forgot too. I remember, and I'll just say this really quick, and we'll move on. That after World War Hulk, and then there was Planet Hulk, and that Thor wasn't Thor, if you remember. That was a clone from Nick Fury.
That was Ragnarok.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happens shortly after that. So that's where I was confused with it.
Because, basically around that time, Thor was dead. Thor had died. Ragnarok was basically put in place because Tony Stark felt as though there needed to be a Thor. But when he basically created Ragnarok, which was Thor, it was Thor, but then he took on the name of Ragnarok because, again, that's the end of days for Asgard. So basically he took on that name. When he took on the actual name, he went crazy. And it took Thor to actually kill him, because that thing was amazing. It was an android that was completely unstoppable. It was an abomination of Thor. So
this is the same Thor. This is the same Ragnarok that was in Civil War that killed our Goliath.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
I gotta go back. I think it was because I think it was, but I think it was a reconstructed version, and that happened after Fear itself, because that was the second iteration of the one that we actually got. Civil War was the second iteration. So, you know what I mean. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's if you go back and read it, and here's the thing. For people who out there who are pushing back against the simple fact that this movie is going to, introduce Jane Foster as Mighty Thor, read your source material.
Yeah, read it exactly.
In there for a while. So if you're pushing back,
and people are actually saying they want to get a multiverse for Star Wars. Do you realize how complicated that would make the storyline telling?
You know what I mean?
barely
You know,
get through this.
actually,
Imagine
you know,
trying to do that
actually-
with Star Wars.
Visions.
Come
That's
on,
what you need.
man.
Visions.
Can I?
Come on, man.
Is this worth noting? Do I have? Can I sum it in 1 minute? I think what happens is the multiverse thing could work in a weird way. If you know, because I haven't watched all of it, but I read a lot of it, and of course, hang out with you guys, so I get spoiled about everything. But if Ezra saved Ahsoka through the world between worlds, right? And we see the Ahsoka's television show that's coming. Her logo is the world between logos glyph. Then couldn't that mean that because she's dead in Rise of Skywalker, right? Because she speaks to Rey, but she's not dead in Mandalorian. So if Ezra saved her, right? Then that's that timeline. If he didn't save her and she died, that's the sequel trilogy, because then the Emperor's able to get Grogu because no one's around to protect, and then he's able to do the cloning stuff, and then and that's the sequel trilogy. Did I lose you guys?
Well,
It works in theory, but we'll certainly see if it actually works out.
Yeah.
Who knows? They may actually announce that. In all
Don't
honesty,
you
that's
dare.
honestly what I'm hoping for, just to make everyone happy. But we'll see how it
Because
goes.
it kind of sucks, because all roads, I keep saying it, all like Star Wars right now is pretty damn good, but all roads lead to the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So no matter what they do, we've got, you know,
Well, listen.
Sequel trilogy.
Luke drinking blue titty milk and
All,
just,
all,
you know,
all we have to do right now is listen. If it wasn't for the like I said, I don't want to dive too much into Star Wars, but if you put it this way, leave the sequel trilogies to Dave Filoni and let him make it make sense. That's all I'm going to say. Because through him, all things can change, and meaning we might see it in a totally different light, because he has a way of explaining the road to that particular spot. So just leave it there. And so also what they're doing in The Mandalorian is that they're actually tying they're weaving things together to make it make more sense. And the thing is, it's like, I mean, look, it's an unpopular opinion. I didn't like the sequels. Okay. I mean, there's certain things about the sequels that I didn't like, but I loved Rey's story. I loved her story. I just loved her story. You know what I mean? Where it went, it was somewhere totally different, but there's potential to change that. You know what I mean? You can change certain things. You can change certain narratives if it's done correctly. So, I mean, just like people didn't like the prequels, now people like the prequels. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's
yeah,
like,
remember
always a slippery slope.
that was hated.
Well,
back in the
I'm
day.
just reserving everything until I go celebration next month, and I'll be happy. I'm cool with that.
And I know it, you know, and I'll leave it as I'll jump off Star Wars right there. But
Yeah.
since we're talking about it,
Yeah.
I like the character of Rey. I feel that she's underwritten. I feel that the story should have kind of been catered more to Kylo Ren. I think Kylo Ren had a better story, but they strayed away from that because we kind of already saw that with Darth Vader and Anakin. So I don't know. The sequel,
Man,
trilogy
Rey
is
should have
kind of
died and Kylo should have lived and turned into Ben Solo.
and it's more interesting to see him
opposite-
atone for all that he did. It's more interesting. To see.
Yeah, and it's an
Kylo shouldn't have
opposite
took off his
thing.
helmet, period, into the third
No,
film.
yeah, that would have been sick, because I
agree.
loved
Yeah.
seeing him in
I agree.
episode 7.
Aesthetically, that first their first version, their first iteration of him was the dopest. Like literally,
That's the only one I have.
that's
only
the
one I have.
dopest one. Like I love that outfit because it was medieval, but at the same time, the aesthetics were just so great with that. And I have all three, but yeah, I mean, they should have just kept that on. And me, myself, I didn't want a So Solid redemption story. Could have been better. But again, like I said, I digress. I don't want to actually keep going back. And
Yeah, because we're going to talk about it. All right, how about this?
Yeah,
What if they
Thor.
finally give you this? What if they finally give you this Valkyrie, but it's like President Valkyrie?
Leo, we're gonna stay with you on this because I know
Yes.
you got to get ready.
Yeah.
For
You can
Uncivilized.
stay here. I don't have to leave until we don't start till 9:30. But I would love to talk about this because
Oh, yeah.
definitely I'm so hoping that we listen. This is an opportunity. It's definitely an opportunity to basically get Valkyrie, and we know that there's going to be another suit. It's not going to be this suit. This is what we see right here. It's going to be a more fleshed out figure, and I'm hoping Hot Toys is listening. They do understand that we need to get a Valkyrie finally. We need to finally, if you're going to give us any of these figures, man, if you are going to give us a Natalie Portman Thor, give us a Valkyrie as well. I mean, it's only fair. Like, literally. Like, just give it to us, man, because there's plenty of people out there who want it. You know, I mean, I know I'm among the ones that do. I mean, and you basically showed us a figure like a couple years back that was redone, seamless arms and everything. So, you know, you're showing us that there was a level of interest. So just make the figure. So
yeah,
I think
that would be jacked if they don't this time around.
If they don't, man, like is going to be crazy. But I think they will. I think we'll basically get it. And I think they're doing it. They're going to give us one specifically because they're watching this show and they know that I've been pushing y'all to hire Kiko as a photographer. So, yeah, definitely, man. But no, I do think that they're going to give it us. We're going to get one. We'll definitely get one.
Absolutely. Kiko, your whole thoughts on the Thor trailer and figure possibilities.
Well, I do want to apologize that we got us on that Star Wars trek. I kind of opened that up, so my bad, guys.
Never apologize.
I derailed us.
No, that was dope. It's all good. This is all good conversation.
Absolutely,
it really is. I love just chatting with y'all, and that's always fun. But as soon as, because I'm a guitar player too, so when I heard the original strum of that E chord, I knew it was about to be "Sweet Child of Mine." And as soon as the opening riff hit, I was sold on the trailer. I was like, "This is great." And
we both
props
play guitar. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, PRS is my thing, man. Right here. All that to say is that as soon as I knew Taika was going to go to the well and pull out some really cool stuff, because that's what he did for Ragnarok. I mean, to be able to get a Led Zeppelin catalog, that shows that he has some gravitas. I love the story. Apparently, like when he, here's more history lessons, I guess. When he went and showed him the trailer for Ragnarok, and he went to Jimmy Page and said, "Hey, here's our idea or whatever. Can you watch this trailer with your music attached to it? Let us know what you think." And it's because they saw it, they thought it was cool, and they trusted him enough to say, "Hey, you can use our catalog." And that's a big deal. And, all that to say is that I think the trailer was really cool. Gave you just enough. And a lot of people were complaining about, oh, it looks too goofy. It's too Disney-fied. But as we've been talking about, you add in Gore to the storyline, it's going to get dark real quick. And I mean, that's just who the character is. And so, I mean, I think you do have to keep that in mind, knowing that it's got to balance itself out. But as far as figures go, I'm going to be a little bit negative here. And there's going to be a movie or a property that's going to end up, getting the raw end of the deal, because Hot Toys has too many pre-orders coming out. Nothing's coming to production, and they're going to have to take a hard look at it and say, okay, we have way too many pre-orders. We can't get these out in these calendar years. We can't just put 10 figures up for this movie. We got to get our pipeline situated. I hope that wouldn't be this, just because there's so many asks that we want. We do want Jane. We do want Valkyrie, Korg. I mean, they have the blueprints to do a lot, whether it is remaking, remaking a Star-Lord. You're probably going to get 3 different versions of Thor, as we've seen in the trailer. So the potential is there, but I just worry that eventually some property, some movie is going to get the raw end of the deal, and they're only going to release 1 or 2 figures simply because they cannot produce that many figures.
Yeah,
that's true.
I totally agree. I want to bring up this real quick before we move on. Carnage Collectibles. So, do you think we'll see a do they think they'll release a Lady Thor before Padme? And man, Cam, I want to go to you on this, and then I'm gonna throw it back to the panel.
I mean, I don't collect Star Wars, but for the sake of Hot Toys, I hope they release Padme before they do this figure. I mean, because there's going to be a lot of upset people out there, especially with May 4th coming up. I think they're going to be dropping a lot of stuff before we actually get this movie. So fingers crossed that they drop a Padme before they drop a Jane Foster, honestly. But I think the trailer was great. I think it showed us a lot of different elements of Thor. And I'm hoping, we'll probably get maybe like 2 or 3 figures. Hopefully one of those will be Valkyrie and maybe like a Ravager Thor, I'm hoping. But I could see like a lot of third parties trying to take on to do the missing pieces that we didn't get from Hot Toys if they don't tackle all the figures that are in this movie. I think just like we were able to get a classic Loki third party, as well as a President Loki third party too. I feel like other companies might jump on it. So, fingers crossed we get everything we want. But if I get a Korg, man, I need the 2-pack with the Meek. So where he at? I don't know what's gonna happen. He's got to have the lady business suit. So we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely. Lou, your thoughts on the Thor trailer and this question right here. Do you think we'll get a Lady Thor before Padme?
To answer the question first with Padme, I can literally see Hot Toys doing a Thor, a Jane Foster Thor before Padme, and that's just because that's how Hot Toys rolls. You know, they don't give us what we ask for; they give us what they feel like giving us.
It's a good point going back to Peacemaker, maybe because of the rights with the Peacemaker that you only got the bottom half. Maybe they have an issue with the Natalie Portman likeness. You could basically pull this figure off by just putting a generic mouthpiece on the bottom. I mean, it's very possible this could come before Padme, but I hope not.
Yep. And Kiko's on point with that one because you would think that, you know, a beloved character like Natalie Portman's character as Padme should have been released a long time ago, but it's not. So, you know,
they've also done, you know, Thor's clothes and tailoring, like the cape and the hammer. So that wouldn't be a problem compared to Padme, who they don't have anything on.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, for the trailer though, I enjoyed the trailer. The trailer felt like it kind of gave me that buddy cop vibe of a trailer, even though there's no buddy cops, you know, theme going on. It just felt very 80s, and I love it. You know, it speaks to me differently. You know, but there's some images in there that it's questionable, and I spoke about this with a friend of mine right here. This specific image, there's somebody missing on the other side of that screen. There's someone missing on that side of the screen. Now we don't know who that could be. Rumors is going around. I don't want to spoil it for nobody. I have an idea who it could be. I'm hoping it is Beta Ray Bill. He was teased in Ragnarok. We saw his face on the monolith. Yes. And this will be a perfect way to introduce him into the forefront. And man, it's just I want Beta Ray Bill. You know, I'm a Bill fan.
That'd be sick.
I love Beta Ray Bill. But
that would be sick.
Trailers dope. Can't say nothing bad about it. But I would love to see this specific Thor with like interchangeable head sculpt with a trucker hat and a removable gut, so that way we can have that bro Thor gut, you know, and recreate that scene. You know what I mean? That just wishful thinking. You know what I mean? Like they have the tech, they can do it. It's just a matter of will they give it to us.
That is funny, but the removable gut. All right. Shout out to everybody in chat. We got 105 in here. Thank you guys so much. Definitely hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah. So guys, I think we got one more, maybe two more topics before we close up tonight. But before we move on, do we have does anybody else wanted to say anything about Thor?
No, but I will say that next month is the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for them to release a Padme. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like literally. So it is the 20th anniversary. Yeah. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Give us Padme. Like if you've given us, because you got to keep in mind, I keep saying this, Bespin Luke was released, or actually they were revealed around the same time.
That's right.
So, and I think the reason why they held off on this one again is because even with Bespin Luke, I mean, Celebration has been canceled, 2 years in a row almost because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They just settled on this particular date, which happens to be the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Why not? So you know we're going to get more clones. So you might as well just basically go ahead and give us, Padme. Why not?
I was gonna say with Valkyrie, right? We're gonna get this King Valkyrie that's like labeled on top of the Marvel Legends box. If you look at that figure, that costume that she's wearing, on the I don't think you see it here in the trailer. They didn't show her in her costume. They show her in the suit. But in the costume, it looks similar to her portrayal in King in Black. So she has the blue cape and all that stuff. It looks close, and her hair is different from what you see here. That's different on the figure from the Marvel Legends. So, it's going to be a different take on Valkyrie. It won't be the one we got from Endgame, obviously, but it looks good. It looks appealing. It has its comic book roots. So, I do hope that we get a Valkyrie figure. And this is like a perfect opportunity just to get the girls out,
Absolutely. Definitely, we need to get it. We need to get that, and we definitely need that Padme. Leo, you bring a real good point about that. I'm really hoping that we get it. With it being the 20th anniversary, we definitely need it. And my whole thing about it is, with Natalie Portman being Thor in this movie. I mean, movies and the toys and Hot Toys go kind of hand in hand right now with Disney properties. I would think if it was a issue with her likeness and anything, I think that's all been worked out. So we can get a Lady Thor figure, and if we get that Lady Thor figure, most likely, whatever, if there even was anything about likeness, they got that already squared away for us to get that Padme figure. So I think you're right. I think this is a good time than any to get it. But as we know, Hot Toys rarely does things that make sense. We got Pennywise damn near at Christmas, so and we should have got it at Halloween. So there you go. Who knows? But I think you may be on to something though. I think this could be it. Hopefully, I don't want to give everybody hope, but you
could tell Hot Toys do things backwards. When they gave us the DeLorean, we only got Marty, right? And then we got the part 2 version of Doc Brown, and then we got part 2 of Marty, right? Then later on, they announced the first figures and then dropped the DeLorean to the hover conversion version. So, they do things backwards.
Absolutely. So since we talked about that, I think the next topic for tonight would be this one right here: tips for displaying your collection. My guy Chris, you have a real good display back there. You know how we met. I was actually going to buy some details from you, and then I actually, saw your display, and you changed up your display. Did you want to give anybody like tips on how you like came up with that display or anything like that, or what kind of lights you use, stuff like that?
So the lights we actually use, I don't know what my brother changed these ones to, but it used to be the ones you could get from Home Depot. They don't sell them anymore. You have to go and get them on eBay now. That's what I do for the detox that are over there, but they look a little bit yellow in video, and they're actually not. It's just weird. What are they? He's here.
All right.
Hey.
He'll let you know.
On Amazon, they're called Parmida, Parmida. Okay. And they have like a dimmer switch, which I don't have on them. They're on the brightest setting and whatnot, but super affordable. I think I have the box in the other room, but yeah.
And I think I'm gonna agree with. I watched Kiko's video on his like display when he was doing all the detox and stuff.
Yes.
Props to you, man. That video is so detailed.
Yes.
And the one thing that I agreed with him on, like probably the most, is the risers. Like even if you have detox, that just instead of having them all jumbled, that gives them space, and you could see different angles of them, and makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. And on that, when I jump to Kiko on that, this, I came up with this whole segment just after watching your video, and it was some real good. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check out his video about displays, and how to and just tips on your collection, because it's some real good information in there. Kiko, did you have anything else? And maybe you could just run down some of those tips, briefly about how you did your displays and all that stuff.
So let me preface and say that my display works for me. And I always say this all the time because some people get like real. It's the same thing in the collecting game. Oh, what do you have that figure for? You don't need that. And well, it's my collection. I can have what I want to have. Same thing with your displays. Display yours the way you want to do it. If you want to put them on bookcases, cool. If you want detofs, cool. If you want Maji cases, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. We need to stop high roading each other and thinking you're better just because of whatever your display is. Yeah. All that to say, I chose the IKEA Detof simply because it's an all glass cabinet that allows you to see all around. So you walk into the room, you can see it from any angle. I like that. And all that to say is that when you get to the point where you kind of have more figures than you need, like me, is that is the most affordable option for me. I have too many figures. I'm not buying 10,000 Maji cases for these because I still want to make my car payments, my house payments, things like that. You know, that's important to me. So it's an affordable thing. The price did go up recently, just like everything else, but you can get your own cabinet for like $70, and it's an all glass cabinet. And the thing I like about it is that it's got 4 levels in it, and each level is 15 inches, and that fits a 6 scale figure perfectly. And it's like they were made simply for that. I mean, you can see them behind in Lale right now. And so that worked for me. So what they're talking about with the risers is what people used to say, like when you have detofs on the floor, is like the ones you really like, the figures are at the top, and the figures you regret are at the bottom. You know, I don't want it to be that way. I want to be happy with all the figures I have. So I was like, how do we show this? Then let's bump this up a little bit. And so all my detofs are on risers. There's IKEA Calyx you can get, or as you had mentioned when we first came on, they have some ones at Target as well. They're like little two squares. You put 2 together, boom, you have an IKEA Calyx from Target. Very, very simple to use. And I do that because I like to hide the wires. I don't like clutter. I don't like mess. I don't like any of that stuff. So just put all your wires underneath it, set it all up, put some nice little storage boxes in there, and boom, you can put your accessories in there, whatever you want to be. And then the other big question I have, and then I'll shut up, is that people always say, what lights do you use? And for me, I use C. Frank. You just get them on Amazon. I too use the ones from Home Depot forever until they stopped making those. Mine are a cool white. I like that cool kind of professional museum look. I know some people get warm. Whatever works for you, do your thing. That's what matters to me. But yeah, check it out. We talk about how to raise shelves, how to raise detofs, how to put detofs together. Always recommend, putting them up and then putting the door on because they're kind of a bitch to move around when the door's on. So all that to say, check out the video if you haven't already. There's a nice little plug for the channel. You guys are always way too kind to me, but displays are important. You put a lot of effort and money into these things. Display them like they're supposed to be displays.
Exactly, bro.
Rant over.
Truth. Ain't nothing. Facts. Straight up facts. Want to go to Anthony because it looks like you and Chris kind of did the same type of thing with your displays, because Chris, your display like right here on camera, damn it looks like a Maji case. And I'd rather just do something and mod it than buy a Maji case and wait 2-3 years for it to come in. So, Anthony, I know you kind of did the same type of thing because yours looks clean, looks like Maji cases back there. So, what share your recipe a little bit. I know you've done it before, but yeah.
Well, for me, yeah, I too have garage shelves, but what I did a little bit of a different approach. So the back because my specific ones that I bought are 6 feet tall by 3 feet wide, and which works because you can buy acrylic that's 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide. So it was just like, oh, cool. This is easy for me. I don't have to cut the acrylic. I don't have to do shit. And I bought white acrylic, same dimensions, and I put them on the back. I just Velcroed that shit is on. You know what I mean? Both sides. And then I use spotlights, and then I painted it. I painted all the wood black. You could do felt, as you had mentioned, as well. But I kind of wanted this, and it looks too dark. It looks too dark on screen. But in presence, like when I'm here, I like it. Now it should be a little bit brighter. The nice thing is I can run some LED strips as well, and then have them on different toggles. So if I want the spotlights on, I can have them on. Maybe turn on the lights. Have it bright. So it's cool. I'm still getting Maji cases, but this is cool, and I like to build things, and I like to create. Clearly, so anything where I can be creative is just a fun outlet. And since it's for me, it was like, oh, this is great. I can customize this how exactly I want it, and nobody has it. You know, they may have something similar, but it's tailored to, you know, what I wanted with the height of the shelves, all this good stuff. You know, same with Kiko though, same token. You know, I too have DTOFs. I have them on risers. I have them out in the living room, but those are all, I buy Luke lights. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's a dope dude in Singapore that makes them perfect. So I just love them. They're super clean. You know, 1/6 figure focus, he has them too, Shane. Those are Luke lights. So I love those for the DTOFs. I think, again, I agree with Kiko on that. It's cool because it's glass all around, man. So you can see them from wherever. But those are for like the reserved pieces now, where I like to just put a figure in each DTOF, you know, each, because you got 4 cubes. So I really like that. That's really classy, but not everybody can do that. So, but the way I've been tailoring my display, I like that. I got the big shelves. I got some key figures in the glass, right, as it were, for the DTOFs, and then I'll have the Maji cases coming. So a big variety, but you just have to find what works for you. You know what I mean? And have fun, because doing your own display is like an art in itself.
Exactly.
You know, seeing everybody's just different displays is like, wow, that's really cool. So for whatever reason you came up with that idea, or, you know, and then you have lighting or background lights, or do you have paintings as well? Do you have other things? Do you have some statues to go? Like, there's a whole sub genre of collecting, which is how you display your stuff. And it's a cool expression that's seldomly duplicated, right? We all do our own thing.
Absolutely. Like David said, he says, yes, the only thing that matters is if you're happy with your collection, and it is fun mixing up the displays. Fun mixing up the displays though, from time to time. And it definitely is. Also, we had something. We want to give a shout out to JB Collection. Gotta get y'all back on the show, man. What's up? Definitely. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Been a while. Said I only have one display glass, LOL, because I'd rather buy more figures than displays. Real talk. But you gotta have somewhere to display them. They gotta look good. You spend a lot of money on them, you want them displayed right. So definitely. Lael, definitely. Like, and I believe you're an IKEA guy. It looks like you, you know, I know if you pan that camera around, bro, it looks like you got a whole IKEA DTOF warehouse up in there. So
yeah, pretty much.
That's what I want.
Definitely. Like, any tips on your displays or how you have stuff displayed?
Again, Kiko pretty much said it best. But the thing is, for me, the advantage of having a DTOF for me is that I'm able to tell a story in each cube. You know what I mean? I can tell a story in each cube. I can create a narrative per cube. Whereas with DTOFs, if you're loading figures in, and it's nothing against people who actually collect the DTOFs, because the Maji cases, it's nothing against that. But then it was foul to me because I don't like the simple fact that it takes so long to get over here. You're spending, I don't know how much money for these things. For the amount of money that you're basically spending for a Maji case, you could have gotten, I don't know how many Hot Toys or even how many DTOFs. For me, it just basically works better because again, it's well lit. I can light it the way I want. You know, I can, again, I've gotten pretty much all the lights that I've gotten are from Amazon. You know, all of us have. Even on the top of my DTOFs where I have some statues, I've actually mounted spotlights that I've gotten off of Amazon to shine some focus on, put focus on the actual statues. For me, I'm probably never going to get rid of my my DTOFs because again, I love them that much. I'm able to tell the story that I want. Also, what I've done, and I've explained this to a couple of people on my show, is that I've created art boxes using canvases that I've gotten from Michaels, and I've lit those. Pretty much all the photos that you basically see that I'm taking is in a black box that I've well lit through canvases and just added construction paper to create backgrounds, because it just makes more sense for me to do it that way rather than spending all this money on things that it's going to take a while to get. And then the thing is, it's like there's no space saving when it comes to Maji cases. Literally, there's not, because you have to actually position it a certain way. For me, I don't. And again, I say this because people can collect the way they want. I like telling stories. I like posing my figures. I like to have the space where I can tell that story. So again, it just depends on the collector and what they're trying to capture. For me, I went down that road with Maju cases, and I'll never do it again. That's why I said, you know what, I'll have either, if I'm customizing my own display cases or I'm having, just the details, I'll just rock with that. But I'm never going back to getting another Maju case because it's just that journey and putting them together and doing all that stuff is just too much for me. So I'll leave that to people who like it and want to keep it that way. But for me, I'm just not doing it ever. So, but the details for me, it's just easier, less expensive. I can get it now. Mind you, I guess there's been a drought with people who actually want them. I don't know if they restocked on them right now because I haven't gotten them in a while. So I guess they did. Thank you for telling me that because you should have never told me that. So I'm definitely
a little bit more expensive now.
Yeah. Well, hey, I can still rock.
You can find them on Marketplace.
Yeah, give me about 3 more,
them.
and I'm good with it. But they raised the price because they knew how popular they were, and they sell out quick. But I mean, even then, it's still less expensive than actually, putting together a couple Maju cases to capture something. And for me, I'm just not doing that. I think, you know what, Maju cases have become the new FOMO, bro. Because like I said, like with people, they hear other people talking about it. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go down that route because it's cool. It just looks cool, and I'm just going to do it. But the expense, how long it takes to get those pieces over here, you got to think about that, man. All of that basically plays a role because you're waiting on that, and you're also waiting on figures. What happens if all of that drops at once? You know what I mean? So it's got to be smart about it, man. And I just, again, details till I die.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt right there. I think I had that made.
That's what I'm at. Hey, I got to get out of here though, because we're gonna start the show in about 3 minutes. I know they are waiting for me over there, but man, thanks for inviting me. Thanks for having me on. I can't wait to do this again. Kiko, get that money. If he doesn't pay you, you know how to hit me up. Cam, Cam, bro, I see you on Sunday, man. I can't wait. Loco, I see you tomorrow, man, on Figure Flex Friday as well. Mafia, we're gonna talk because I got some proof on stuff. And if I don't talk to you, I'm talking to Cameron, definitely. My man, nice to meet you, my brother. It was so nice meeting you, man, for the first time, man. Your display looks amazing. Mafia, don't forget what I said, bro. I'm being honest. But yes.
Hey, I don't care, man.
Like, nah, but and I see y'all later, man, and keep rocking, man. Talk to y'all later.
Have a good night.
So much for coming through, man.
Take care,
man.
bro.
Peace out. Peace out.
Peace, brother.
That's right. That is 1/6 scale, man. Go check him out. He's about to stream. He's about to stream right now. Uncivilized Scandals. Check that out. Check out all his good stuff. A lot of great content. Leo, y'all all know him. He's the greatest guy in the community. Cobra's Collection. Thank you for the $5 bomb. Said I placed 3 figures per each cube in the DTOF and placed art boxes on the very bottom. I have 6 total DTOFs and that's it. No more room. And that's also a good way to manage your collection, to make sure you're not overspending, or if you just want to swap stuff out, you just want to keep everything everything concise in one place like that. That's actually really it's really good, a really good practice. Definitely. Cam, how is just wanted to ask you, how do you maintain your collection? Do you use DTOFs or shelves?
So I'm new to the game, obviously, man, because like I don't have any DTOFs. I use IKEA shelves up in here, which are basically like just really basic white 6 cube shelves display. I mean, I'm 1 figure away from displaying it on my dining room table at this point. So we're in the process of getting ready to move and getting a bigger location. So honestly, it's just space. I know for a lot of people, that want to be big time collectors, I think space is probably the hugest factor that depends on what they're going to get, what they're going to keep, and what they're going to get rid of, So like Hiko was saying, I guess perception and depth is probably a great thing to look for a lot of people to use with those risers. I mean, you're able to raise something up to a higher level or to a lower level. It can honestly add that much more space in between your figures if you're still looking to add on to it, though. So it's a great idea, honestly. Go check out Kiko's video, by the way. It's great.
Absolutely. Real good content. I can't say that enough. Loco Lou, last but not least on this topic, brother. How do you do your display? How do you mix it up? Any tips?
Tips, do what everyone else here did. Don't do what I did. Mine is like literally next to my TV on top of dressers and stuff like that. And they're there for me to mess around with and take some photos, but not there. Literally, like I pose them up, I get an idea, take them down, and I come into this room right now, which is all white, and I'll get myself, a nice, clean look of just the figure itself with a white background, and that's just for that type of shot. Now that this room is done, but as far as collecting, most of my stuff is still in boxes. I will be doing what Anthony and Chris did as far as making my own module case style type of display, because it's a third of the price to actually build one yourself, and two, you can make it as big as you want it, as small as you want it. It's local. You can get it there. You don't have to wait a year and 2 years for it and worry about it getting damaged and shipping. And then if a glass is broken or something's missing, you have to wait even longer to get that replacement while you're in the middle of a mess trying to put everything together, when you can just go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's and just pick one up and start, crafting it. There's a couple of people online who actually have descriptions on how to actually build one of these. So, like, check anybody out who's actually done it, and do what fits in your collection. You know what I mean? If you have the space, you get yourself whatever you want. So if you feel like getting 100 detolfs, go for the detolfs. If you want to display like the way Lael and Kiko does, do it like that. You want to go custom, you can go with the way you got it, Jay, and the way Ant got and Chris got it. It's all about your preference, just like your figure collection. It's your preference. What you have in your collection is not necessarily what anyone else wants. For instance, everyone's gunning for the Ghostbusters. Not everyone has it. People want it, right? But then you have the Spider-Man collection. They only want the classic suit. They don't want everybody. But I do. So I need the space to actually, put that up. So it's all about preference and how you're going to do it. But, follow Kiko, follow Anthony, follow Jay, Cams, Chris, all of us, Leo. Yeah, you got to follow all of us. Hit that like button, subscribe. Do your due diligence, man. We over here, we watch each other, we learn from each other, we inspire to be inspired. And that's the last thing I got to say, because I got to run for work.
Definitely. Yeah, and Lou, don't forget, man, we got something big on Saturday, right?
Saturday, Half Shell Saturday, baby. That's where we're gonna be talking some Turtles talk. We're gonna have a lot of Turtle talk, so be prepared for that. That's gonna be a morning stream, baby. So I look forward to that. If he doesn't show up, we riot. All right.
I will be there. And we also need to talk about when we do Half Shell Saturdays. We got to talk about Target early morning Saturday Target runs. Probably be the best time to get turtles and all that stuff.
You got to wait till it opens and have your grandpa go in there for you to actually get it. But by the time they get out, you're already in. You got your stuff. You're already at checkout while they're getting their stuff and walking out the store. Like, I couldn't find it. I got it right here. There you
go. Struggle is real.
Yeah,
definitely.
I gotta get work is calling. I gotta run.
Gotcha.
But like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what my daughter tells you to do. Do what I tell you to do. Right. Don't do that at all. Why are you here? Why are you watching us? It's because you like us, you love us, you like to come back, do your due diligence, and support the community, because the community supports you with the information that we give you.
That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Lou, thank you so much for coming tonight, man. Appreciate it. I will see you Saturday. And remember, Figure Flex Friday. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Figure Flex Friday on Lael's 1/6 scale, man. We got Figure Flex Friday there. Make sure you put the hashtag Figure Flex Wars so that way you can be a part of that competition. Your photo will not be counted if it doesn't have Figure Flex Wars as the hashtag. So you put your Figure Flex Friday and your Figure Flex Wars as hashtags together. If they're not together, you won't see it pop up. I'm just letting you know that now. Kiko, no cheating. Nasty, bro. Nasty. Like if we're gonna say a level of nasty, it's disgusting. It's like, damn. See, he's being modest now. He's being modest. He's like, but guys,
we're making him blush.
Yes.
All right, then, bro. I'll take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one, man.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Thank you for having me.
You
Peace
got
out,
it.
guys.
Later, brother.
See you.
Awesome. Anthony, what you got going on, brother?
Oh, well, we wrapping up then, huh?
Yeah, we're wrapping.
All right. Well,
People are bailing, dropping like flies.
Right.
Yeah, they're just pew pew pew. Well, obviously, thanks for inviting me, man. As always. What are we on? Episode 17. I'm on a 17 streak, as it were.
Yes.
So, always a pleasure, brother. I don't know what's going on, man. Live stream Saturdays. Yep. Sometimes morning shows, sometimes evening live streams if something drops. We got news, we got all sorts of stuff, man. I know I got this Sunday I will be doing my Zoom meetup with my channel members to give away that Hellboy. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, that's dope. And then, of course, Road to 2K, man. I'm there too, man. So we're getting there, man. It's a lot of good stuff, dude. I don't know, dude. Spotlight Hours. I just dropped that one with Yost from, Jazzy.
Hold on. We got to talk about that. Guys, if you have not seen that, that was a great... First of all, the Spotlight Hour is probably one of my favorite shows on YouTube right now anyway. So definitely go to 6K Mafia and check that out. And then the episode with Yost was just groundbreaking. You learned a lot about his process. You learned a lot about him. You learned a lot about the company. So I think, great content. Definitely check that out. Continue, brother. Sorry, just had to do that.
No, of course not.
I really love that episode.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, it's really good, man. It was he's such a cool guy, and everybody else who's been on as well. I had many content creators, still more to come. We're still getting scheduling set with others, but being able to speak with companies as well is really awesome, and just getting to know people, like you said, how they start, this and that, where they're going. It's chill. It's chill, and I want everybody to feel comfortable because this is their hour, to speak however they want to speak. So it's awesome. Otherwise, man, it's been great, man. It's like I said, man, come check it out. Come subscribe if you haven't, and we're gonna keep this train moving, man. So that's it, man. Thanks again, always.
Awesome. My guy Chris, dude, dog, this is your first one, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
How you feel, man?
I feel pretty good, actually. It's more of like a honor to be on talking to you guys.
Awesome.
Just every day at work, I pretty much listen, so not always do I catch the live unless it's a weekend. Like your Good Morning Grails has been a pretty good show so far.
Thank
but
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird feeling to be on the opposite end of the screen. But yeah, I'm usually just listening to y'all, and y'all bring such good content to the community and information. So just from somebody outside who usually isn't on here, appreciate y'all. So just so you know, you're doing a good job. I keep trying to, it's really me and my brother's combined collection. He's also the one who builds these. Like I said in the backstage, I was talking to some of y'all. He built the whole thing. So like I said, I give it credit to him. I appreciate it. I would go the DTOF route. So I'm a DTOF guy. That's why there's still 2 left over there. But yeah, other than that, we keep wanting to get content out. I know we filmed another collection tour of this all updated because the last one we have, the room is full of DTOF. So I want to get some content going with like how he created these, and there's some custom clones in here. I don't even know if you can see them, but he got a 3D printer, so there's a lot of custom clones in there and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
Nice.
probably go over that, some tutorials on that. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely do some tutorials on that. That's because I'm venturing to get in a 3D printer, so definitely gonna have some questions for you on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it seems. At least when I'm watching, he could probably say a different thing if it's hard. But looking at it seems like pretty self-explanatory. And once you keep redoing it and get the hang of it, you can get it done. And then the other thing I wanted to say is thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it. Even inviting me and stuff. So thank you. And get Jay to 2K.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Hold on. Let me see what you got there. Let's see how that looks. Oh, wow. So is that the 3D printed?
He's saying is it 3D printed?
No, this one is Captain Rex.
So
was
it's
a hot
Captain
toy.
Rex, and he stripped the
blue off.
The blue off.
I'm not done with it.
And he's not done with it. He still has to do the helmet. But he repainted the head sculpt. So it is Rex's head sculpt. And
This
he
is
did the
also
hair and then the
A
cheek.
hot toy. Was a 501st.
And that was a 501st hot toy.
That's awesome.
212.
Stripped into a 212.
That is
crazy.
awesome.
Very cool, dude.
Very.
And
He's
here's
flexing early. It's not even.
Right.
No, and here's the 3D printed one.
That's 3D printed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That
Yeah, I
looks
gotta
damn good.
add the details on here and up here.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's dope.
That is dope, man.
Plan to do more. I think before Hot Toys does it, he wants like Gree and stuff like that.
Yeah, if Hot Toys ever does, the 212, I can just repaint them. Yeah.
There you go. There you go, man. Well, it's awesome to have you on, and definitely we're gonna have you on again, have you on again and all that stuff. And yeah,
Appreciate
man,
it.
definitely get some content out. And like I said, when I met you guys, it's a true story. When I went over there and I bought the detox, they couldn't kick me out. I was like, oh my God, this is great. I get excited when I meet collectors. So,
Same.
So it was definitely awesome. Awesome. Cam, Killer Cam, my other DMV guy.
What's up,
Come
bro?
on, man.
Hey, man.
What you got going on, brother?
First, man, thank you for having me. This was the second time I think I've been on your show. So, yeah, thank you, man. You invited me back. That means I didn't suck the first time. So I'm like, yeah, keep it going. So yeah, man. So I'm on the road to 100 subscribers right now. I'm at like 67. So if anybody out there want to go check out my channel, it's Cam's Collection. I removed that apostrophe S in Cam's because it was sending people to this Yu-Gi-Oh collector kid that's not me. So I was like, that guy's getting follows. I can't afford to keep giving him follows. This is getting crazy. So
well, wait a minute. Who the hell am I subscribed to then?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
You ain't all about the Pokemon and stuff?
Come on, man. Hell no.
Well, how do I get to? Well, I'm gonna hit unsubscribe.
I mean, great job to that guy who likes those
Unsubscribe.
Pokemons, but that ain't,
so
that
how
ain't
the
me.
hell do I find you?
So
then?
just type in Cam's Collection with no apostrophe, just regular Cam's Collection. I changed it, so now it should just
there
pop
you
right
are.
up.
There you are.
Flat out.
Okay,
There
now
I
I'm
am.
subscribed. I was subscribed to this other. I was like, oh well, that's
This is where
interesting.
everybody been going.
Maybe
Damn.
he's coming out of the game and he's coming into
he's
Hot
like,
Toys from
I'm jumping
Yu-Gi-Oh
from
and Pokemon. And,
It was a hard transition, but now I'm here.
all right,
Okay,
well
yeah.
here,
The
there's
other
the link
guy's
in
like,
the
wow,
chat.
I'm picking up
Thank you, man.
subscribers.
Appreciate it.
Right, I was.
that
Yeah,
guy's
I know, right? I'll
That
change
guy's
that.
like
So-
looking at his phone, like, oh my God, I'm
I
really
know. I wasn't
killing it
sure.
right
I'm glad
now.
you
Like,
said that. I'm glad you said that. So
Thank you,
I put a
man. I
link in the
appreciate
channel for
Thank
everybody,
you.
man. Let's
Yeah,
get
I
him to
appreciate
100,
it.
man. There's already 100
Yeah.
people in here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do that.
thank
This
you,
should
man.
be no problem. This should be no
Yeah.
problem.
Appreciate it, man. And
Because
then
when you said it on the other stream, I think you said it on Say What. Like,
yeah, I was
I actually
like,
went and checked, and I was like, "Oh
I
shit,
know.
it's the Pokemon."
I know.
I know. I
man.
was a little
Pokemon
confused.
kid
I was like, well, I'm
has
probably
been-
not going to watch this, but I'll subscribe to you
He's
anyway,
probably gonna
bro.
start. He hasn't been on his YouTube in a while. He's probably gonna start
Okay.
dropping new videos now. He's got the follow. He's like, oh, people are just catching on. Let me go.
Well,
ahead
there
and-
you go. You're at 70 subs, man. 30
All right,
more
cool.
people.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
30 people. How many? We got
Appreciate it,
91 in here. I know
Almost
damn
there.
well 59 of you aren't subscribed. Anyway,
but yeah,
link
man.
in
This,
the description, man.
so
There.
so this week I'll be dropping a review for the Captain America from Infinity War, and then next week I will be dropping a review for Star-Lord from Infinity War saga as well. So look forward to those guys, and thank
Hell
you again,
yeah,
man,
man.
for having me. Appreciate it.
If you getting subs, Cam, Dockinator just subscribed. So
Let's
yeah, man.
go. Appreciate it, man. Thank you again. Definitely.
And last but not least, this guy. I almost want to call you the guest of honor because
I'm definitely not no guest of honor. I can tell you that.
my guy Kiko, man, dude. I know you have a real busy schedule, man. So I thank you so much for coming here,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's been awesome, man. Definitely. Just enjoying your content, your pictures, your videos, dude. You're killing it. You're fucking killing it. Yes. I had to drop. I get to drop one F-bomb. So, but yeah, dude, you're doing it. What you got going on, brother?
Yeah, I appreciate any chance I get. I know, like you'd mentioned, I do have some crazy, schedules and work stuff, but that it allows me to be here with you all today, which is awesome. And Anthony was right, is that it's funny because I've looked at my statistics and I think 85% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe, which is incredible. You can get all these type of views and then no one ever subscribes. You can tell people, hey, click, like, subscribe. No one ever does that. So I don't know why, but maybe I'll just stop doing it in general. But yeah, man, once again, thanks for having me on. I am super passionate about obviously the photography. That's one of the things that got me into this, collecting game, was being able to, show a little bit of art and do a little bit of fun with that. I'd like to do my toy photography, but for the channel, have some big things coming up because we got our ICCC conference here in Nashville. A lot of people are coming to that. McDermott, Eckstein, all going to be there. Anthony Daniels. So it's going to be fantastic. A lot of people from the YouTube community are going to be there as well. So looking forward to meet up with everybody there, do some stuff on their soundstage, podcast stage, meet some celebs, drink a few beers, all that good stuff, and make some content while we're there. And then we got to head on out because Leil will be there as well. We'll go into Celebration in Anaheim. So that'll be fun to be able to celebrate with all of our Star Wars friends there. And then what everyone's been looking for on the channel, we will be having finally the Collection Room Volume 6 with some of the new things that we put in here. So that's going to be coming as well. Waiting on one last piece to get in here before I can film. And we'll see what happens. Maybe some things will happen at ICCC and some other pieces will be added, but lots of good stuff coming to the channel. So thank you again for the platform to come out and hang with you guys. And Anthony, I am coming to your channel as well eventually.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah, we'll do this. We still got to do our spotlight. And
I know,
then,
man. It's
some
nothing
Saturday
personal.
night.
Nothing personal.
No, of course, bro. You know what though? Do me a favor, and when there's a Saturday coming up, let me know.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm bad at that sometimes. I sometimes will assume, and then I'm like, but my Saturday nights, I think what time is it for you guys right now? You're 3 hours ahead of me, right? It's 6:45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is about
so I roll at 9 o'clock Saturday nights for you guys.
No.
So
yeah, that's right.
Just mental note, Saturday nights.
We're gonna make it happen, man. We'll make it happen.
All right. That'll be awesome, bro.
That is awesome. Awesome. Great content. Great. I mean, this has been great, guys. I want to thank all of you guys for coming here tonight. What I got going on? Get Jay to 2K. That's it. Get Jay to 2K. We'll do that Ahsoka Hot Toys Ahsoka giveaway. We'll be giving that to a lucky viewer and subscriber out there. Definitely somebody within our communities. We're gonna make sure it's like a way of giving back to you.
Make sure
guys.
it goes to a good home.
Exactly. Definitely. So we got that going on, and yeah, just any Hot Toys news or anything, I'm here. I'm here. These guys are here, and that's it for tonight. So I guess like, share, comment, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. We will see you on the next one. Peace, and we are out.